Howdy folks, welcome back to Vintage Story. It's early morning here on the 4th of September, and we're going to go sailing today. I'm up here at the canal that we dug back several episodes ago, and we're going to go explore this northern sea. Going to see the extent of it, no pun intended. So this is where I first spawned, and then we of course headed south. So we're going to go explore up in here. Got a little bit of food with me. I've got a bed so I can sleep. And I think I already threw that in the boat. Double check my chest here. Yeah, I've already got the bed in the boat, so we're good to go. And I'm going to actually do this from third person. I always try to scroll out. That doesn't work. I needed to use the key. There we go. So you can see it kind of scrapes along the bottom. So I need to do a project at some point to deepen the canal. It does work. But I think it would look a little better, especially if it was too deep everywhere. 2 blocks deep. And maybe widen up that corner there just a bit. Let's sail on through here. Zoom out. I can go out that far. That's how far I can zoom out. It's a little hard to see past the sail, even when you're in first person. You can see here, with all the cattails, it's a little hard to see. So I'm going to do most of the sailing from the external view here. Got to kind of pick our way through. There's still some ice out here, which is just kind of the way the game works. It doesn't always get rid of the ice when you're in faraway chunks. So if we bring up the big map, I need to go. Let's go up around this corner here first, and we'll see where that leads. So yeah, if you need cattails, this is the place to go. There's a few here. Just a few. Get some lovely weather today for exploring. Uh-oh. Found some ice in the cattails. It's a little draggy sometimes if you hit stuff on the side. And if exploring's not your thing, this might not be the video for you. That's okay. You can skip ahead. I'm probably just going to record the whole thing, and we'll just kind of see what we find. This may take more than one episode, depending on how big the ocean ends up being. Is it an ocean or a lake? I'm not really sure. It seems to be a lake because I can grow stuff using the water. I think. Or no, that was an inland pond that I started my field on, wasn't it? I actually don't know. I think with a bucket you can scoop it up and it'll tell you what kind of water it is. Nice plants there. Pretty flat over here. Oh, you know what? Did I bring my... I forgot my prospecting pick. Dadnabbit. I meant to bring my prospecting pick with me. Oh well. It's fairly quick to travel. Yeah, we've got some sunlight out now. Nice. Gonna get a screenshot. A nice little island there with a tree on it. I don't think there's an automatic sail button. Like when using the joy of sailing, you can just go with the wind. You don't have to keep holding down W. Over here, I'm holding down W. If I go to scene over there, is that ruins? I didn't think there were ruins in Homo Sapiens mode. Thought it removed all lore content, which includes ruins, but that looks like ruins to me. Let's go check it out. Looks like cobblestone ruins. Huh, interesting. It's the first ones I've ran across. Now I'm going to cheat and back up my sailboat because we can. There we go. Yeah, that's granite cobblestone. Okay. A bug perhaps, because I didn't think it was supposed to spawn these, but yeah, we even have a container here. Some forage. Okay. Filled bee nade. Nice, so it's a grenade, a hand grenade full of bees, basically. Okay, well, that's interesting, I guess. Take a quick look around here. I think we're just gonna find the usual stuff. It might not hurt to have some sticks on us. The other thing I forgot to bring was healing bandages. I didn't prepare super well for this. Got some resin up there. I forgot to grab my other... Forgot to grab my normal ladders. So we'll grab some resin while we're here. Okay, we're already filling up our boat hold. We got some oak here, pine, maple. We got a nice mix of woods. Okay, well, that's really interesting. Let me know if you've played Homo Sapiens mode. Have you found ruins? Okay, let's head on north. And are we up to the... Yeah, we're starting to discover, so it looks like that's probably going to be just a lake there, and then we'll have to go over here. Let's go up here and check. And I'm actually going to put some of this stuff in our chest. Oops. Hey, over there. But shift click would move it to the chest. Apparently it also moves it to your toolbar. Alright, back on the sailing again. No ice ahead, so that is good. There's a little narrow passage, and then that's just a lake. So I think it's safe to head across. Check out the northern shore as we go. It up again. Thought we were going to get some clear weather. Kinds of islands here, so we need to aim over this direction, it looks like. A little tiny island up there right above the sail. Looks like it. Just a little sand island out in the middle here. I'm glad our draft is, able to work in one block, because a lot of this sea or lake or whatever it is only one block deep. It's a very shallow lake. Alright, then we can round the tip of this island and then head up through those. Aim for that passage up there, I think. This is definitely the cattail biome. then we can just kind of squeak through here. We need to keep heading to the east and kind of see how big this is. So we'll skate right through here. I think it's just cattails, which we can push through. That all looks very similar. Just massive, shallow lake with a bunch of cattails. No passages up there, so we'll head for these breaking the islands over this way. We got the big cliff there off to the south. Very, very flat to the north until you get over here, and then it gets more hilly. Still just rocking the one set of rat lines. Guess I could stop and get some cattails, make another set. We would need, was it 6 cattails to make a rope? I forget the recipe. We need a lot of cattails. I think we need 14 rope for the rat line? So, yeah, that's a lot. Was that like 84 cattails? I do have a bismuth bronze knife, though, which cuts them pretty quick. A little bit of a hilly island over here. Really opens up. So I think we'll just keep sailing east, but I kind of want to check out this rock formation over here. Is that something different from granite? Looks like it's a lighter color. Let's check that out. Beep, beep, beep. Yes, I'm a big goofball. Yeah, I thought that looked like different. So that's conglomerate rock. So, man, I really wish I'd brought my prospecting pick. Conglomerate rock, I think, can have other stuff in it, and we have muddy gravel, so we don't really know what that connects with. Let's just explore up here just a little bit. You have this big outcropping. So if I shift H on that, yeah, I was thinking those were poisonous. Got a few sticks. Yeah, so we have granite transitioning to conglomerate. So I was hoping there might be something on the interface between those two. I don't remember all the ins and outs of the different rock formations, but I know sometimes when you're switching between the two, there can be other interesting minerals or whatnot. Let me through. Yeah, we got some conglomerate gravel. Okay, so it's switching over to conglomerate over here. That's good to know. All right, back to the boat. Oop, got my boots wet. Those sticks in there, and we're off. I might go ahead and mark that, just in case I should need that for some reason sometime. We'll just put a little star here, I guess. Conglom. Does have a nice color to it, if I can type here. We'll just make note that there's conglomerate there. And then it looks like it may be really large up to the north. Let's see how far east this goes. Let this redraw. We sail across here. It'd be funny if it ended up connecting over here. And we're actually on just almost a big island. Because I didn't go north from here. That's where our pink marble is for lime. Getting some fog moving in. We're pretty much pointed east. Luckily we can't get lost because I have a map. A magic map. You want to see play with no map? My very first series I did was Homo Sapiens with no map. That was a real challenge. If you've never played Vintage Story without a map before, give it a whirl. It totally changes the dynamic. Not having a map, so you have to make like landmarks. I used a lot of packed dirt pillars. So then when I did my next series where I actually had a map, it felt like cheat mode. So this does not go down south. But it looks like there is a thin layer there. So let's head over this way. Let's see how... Does that just go into land? And that was first drawing. It looked like it might go down here. But... Oh, it does go to another... Interesting. Well, that would be quite the canal project because it's not flat there. There's a little bit of a gap though. We might go take a look over here, and we got some darker material over here. We'll go see what that is. Lone tree off in the distance. Must be a little island out there. I see some berry bushes. Is that basalt, maybe? It's kind of a darker gravel. Pull in here and we'll do a little looking around. Got a little bit of a cave there, maybe. Ta-da! Oh, it's shale. Okay, cool. Maybe we'll grab some shale for decoration. We might want to make some shale cobblestone or something. Pick up some of that while we're here. So we have granite transitioning to shale. A little bit of something going on in here. Seeing how the granite's all broken up like that. It's a little shallow cave. Yeah, and I'm a giant dum-dum for not bringing my prospecting pick. Almost get out of here. Not quite. That's okay. That's why we have rope ladders. I love doing that. So it forms there, but it won't, you know, it won't be stable if you mess around with it. Okay, then we got some nice shale over this direction. Some bunny rabbits. Carrots. Nothing, I don't think it'll be mature enough. I've got a decent amount of food, but I'm going to go ahead and pick some berries because they're right here. The bunny rabbit. And lots of flint. Something maybe been eaten on the blueberry bushes. They're all empty. No, this one's not empty. Oh, maybe they're just now flowering. Just now blooming. Let's grab a stack of these. Have them available. Building. Just need 2 more. There we go. Got ourselves a stack. Any minerals or anything around here? It'd be a good place to find them because it's all just kind of open sand. That is rather extensive. Oh my goodness gracious. That goes down a ways. Okay, let's mark that. We might have to come over here and explore this at some point. This is a very deep cave. Like there's more of those scattered around? Yep. A little bit careful around the edge. This one we can actually just kind of hop down in. Flint and shale. Well, that's cool. Break with bare hands to extract flint. I don't know if I've ever done that before? Maybe I did that on our trip down south. I don't recall. I know I could use my pickaxe, but I wanted... Ooh, crap. We got kind of lucky. Yeah, it's interesting. So there's flint here. Not set to mark that, but we don't really need to mark it. I mean, flint is super plentiful all over the place. So I would suspect that this joins up with the other cave down in here at some point. Then I don't have a stack of the conglomerate, but this turns back into granite. We have enough granite back home, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm sure this winds around and we end up back over at that entrance we were looking at. Yep. Goes towards that way. And I'm not really seeing anything interesting down here. That's that really deep part there. All right, well that's cool. We can find our way back out of here. We'll continue our sailing journey. Probably should have marked my route with torches. There we go. Go towards the light. Don't fall in the hole. I think it's going to get dark on us, so I might just spend the night here and then we'll continue our sailing journey in the morrow. It's only 6 o'clock, so I'm going to run around a little more. And we'll see what we can find. Probably make note that my boat is here. So I don't lose track of that. Me get lost? That would never happen. Just to get a little elevation and take a look along this beach and see if we can spot any minerals. There might be some quartz down there. Yeah, it's just quartz. Yeah, some of it's clear quartz. Could be handy. And I've got my my storage container on the ship, so we can fill that up with stuff. I can use this if I ever want to make a greenhouse, make a bunch of glass. Big old shale sandy beach, it looks like. I think there's too much else going on here. Let me get the lantern out. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's see, we got a little bit of food. I burned more than I thought, just getting ready to go and coming up to the canal. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's lead ore. Nice. I was needing some of that. You make windows and such. Well, that's a good find. Let's close that shaft off and we'll get some of this. It's like it's not set to mark lead on the auto map. That's okay. It's probably going to fall down. I think that's probably all of it. So let's see if we can just bring that over to us. Okay, interesting. Oh boy. That's a little ways down. Oh, it's not as quite as far as it looked. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and mark this. And this is a cave entrance. Big entrance over there, it looks like. And I want to make a little pick symbol here that this was lead. I don't know what color lead would be. There's an auto marker for it. Auto marker for it. Lead ore. Okay, let's get out of here, and we need to go sleep and continue sailing. Why do that though? Is this just a giant hole in the ground? Oh yeah, it is definitely just a giant hole in the ground. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm going to run back to the boat and sleep, and I'll pick up the video again in the morning. All right, we're getting another early start here. So I had some berries and slept for the night. Now we're all good. I think I'll go ahead and eat some of my meal here. I've got some red meat stew with boiled carrot. Which should keep us satisfied for a decent amount of time. We've got 0.3 left, so we can't go too much further. I'll have to head back for home. But let's go journey a little bit. We need to go check up to the north here. See where that goes. And then the journey back home, I'll probably just do off camera because that'll be just retracing our steps basically. Oh, there's a bear. Oh, good thing we got on our boat. Hey, Mr. Bear. He's chasing a rabbit. I have animals set so they're not aggressive by default, but the bears sometimes still are. You gonna drown? Where'd the bear go? Yeah, where'd the bear go? Okay. I saw him jump in the water after the rabbit. And then he disappeared. Oh, there he is. He was swimming underwater. Okay. Now he's swimming on top of the water. Oh, he's taking damage in the water. Interesting. Huh. Alright, well, we're going to leave him alone. I don't really feel like tangling with the bear right now. And we'll see what we got up north here. Besides Shale Mountain. Got a little island over there. Don't see too much of interest over there. So it took us a little while. We're sailing up to where I was at the cave there and got the lead. I'll look forward to some actual sailing mechanics when that's in. That'll make this a lot more interesting than just holding W and you can go wherever you want to go. Alright, let's turn back north. So we've come quite a ways. So base is down here. I sailed up to the canal, and then we started the canal. Here we are. The big, big world. Looking pretty barren out there for the moment. I see something on the horizon. Or is it a mirage? Pretty good sized hill over there. The little map marker points the way you're looking, not necessarily the way your boat's traveling. At least when you're on the map view. How's it looking out here, game? Is there anything out here? Thought I saw land on the horizon, but I think it's just graphics artifacts. And also, it is, it's still summer, technically, in game, so we'll be able to forage on the way home. So I'm not super worried about food on the way back, so we'll be good. It's just looking like this might be a large body of water. So I know I said I wasn't going to edit stuff out, but I think I'll edit stuff out, because I'm just going to be sailing north for a while. And I'll be back in a bit. Captain's log, stardate 151.7. There's no end in sight to this ocean. It's still going, folks. I am way up here. It's still going. I think we found the ocean. I'm going to go a little further and then I'm going to be probably turning back around. And we'll end up, just like the original early explorers, following the coastline. Because there's no wind in sight yet on this thing. I'll check back in with you in a little bit. Oh, we're back inside of land. I had to turn around, though. There's nothing up here. Quite yet. Oh, I got turned around. Need to go this way. So, yeah, I went up there and turned around. It looks like it's just a pretty large ocean. But I'm going to go ahead and head back towards known territory. Do have a bit of land off here. Maybe I'll just go touch on this land so we get an idea. I assume it's granite, but we'll go see what rock biome it is. And just, yeah, it's been quite the journey. We got a little bit of lead. Need to look. I don't know if I've got enough for an ingot or two. Look in our chest. Let's get over here on this land and we'll make landfall. Take stock of what we found. Then I will sign off. But we're heading back over to known territory. That's pretty cool that there's that much water out here. I like it. I wish the map would cache. Didn't have to redraw every time you open up the map. Also wish it would remember your zoom level. If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. That's what I was always told as a kid. So the sailboat, you know, it's faster than the raft. It still takes quite a while to get around. Traveling this big of a distance. I'm digging it though. It's pretty cool. I like this landscape here. That's nice, softer hills, and not quite so jagged. It's looking like, is that granite? Just in the evening light, it looks a little different. Or I guess it's afternoon. Why is the sun way over there if it's 1:50 in the morning? Or in the afternoon? There's been some weirdnesses with the sun and time and stuff. In 1.20. Sometimes when you're sleeping, the clock doesn't advance for a little while. It's a little glitchy. Oh, this is chert. Got some chert over here. Cool. Chert's got a nice tone to it. Gather up some of these for decoration. Else interesting along the beach, it doesn't look like. Take that back. There's a cave down here. It's the world's smallest cave. There's a cave down here. It's gonna fall on my head. Ah! Oh boy. Whoops. My bad. There we go. Block that up. There we go. Like it never even happened. Alright, let's see how much lead we got. And I'm going to sign off here. Get ready for the long journey back home. So each one of these is... well, it's a chunk. So 35 units. It's a bountiful chunk. Cool. So we got definitely enough to make some windows. That is nice. Alright, thanks as always for watching, folks. I will catch you in the next adventure. Need to do some sailing down south, but I don't want to do back-to-back sailing episodes. So. We'll be doing something else.